Hello, guys, and we are here for some great game day bingo action. We're super excited to be here live playing this wild game day bingo with you guys as we're getting after some awesome prizes here in this first game. We got a minor jackpot of $37 you can take home in 52 balls or less, a major prize of $1,793 you can take home in 49 balls or less, and that mega jackpot sitting at $24,034 you could take home in 47 balls or less. All should be great stuff as we get on after it in this very first game.
Absolutely. You guys do not want to miss out on any of the great cash we have going on in these rounds. We also want to highlight all the different streaming platforms that you guys can be watching this great show on. So definitely go and check us out on some of those brand new live Pilot TVs. You can even check us out on the Pilot Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/Pilot TV, on YouTube Live, and on Twitch. Both of our channel names are MegaSota for you guys to go and check out.
Absolutely. Definitely check out those streams and let us know where you're playing at. If you're playing at one of these locations, they just got some Pilot TVs unwrapped and installed. And that's Gordy's Place, the Turtle River Chop House, Gino's Bar and Grill, Big Whitey's Bar and Grill, VFW Hoyt Lake, El Barco's Mexican Restaurant, Twin Bluffs, the new Richland Liquor Company, Buffalo Wild Wings Bemidji, Shaggy's Bonfire, the Castaway Isles, as well as the Midtown Bar and Grill.
Absolutely. That is some great stuff. Definitely go and check out all those different locations, getting those great Pilot TVs, as we have a bunch of different jackpots that we definitely are looking to give out all day today. We gave out just one jackpot yesterday, making our total for the last 7 days 25. And the entirety of season 14, we have given out 404 jackpots.
Oh yeah, and the one jackpot that went out on that lovely Monday, it went out to Kirk over at Big Louie's Bar and Grill Crystal. Took home a nice sizable prize of $6,662.61. Should be some really great stuff giving out that awesome jackpot prize.
Yeah, nicely done to Kirk. Hopefully, you guys can take home some great jackpots and make sure you guys are coming out tomorrow when we get to highlight all the different jackpots that went out today. If you guys want to stay up to date with everything going on with Pilot Games, head on over to our Facebook page and give us a like and follow. That way, you'll be able to stay up to date with weekly bingo schedules, event details, seeing where all those great progressives are at, and even more there. Before I talk even more about that, we do have some winners in this first round.
Yeah, it's AJ Madison as well as Andy. They'll be splitting up that Musco prize of $11.70. Good job to AJ Madison as well as Andy as we now get enrolled into a game number two of Game Day Bingo.
Absolutely. And as you guys get enrolled in game number two, we were talking about that awesome Facebook page and all the great stuff we have going on there that you guys can go and check out, including that link tree that's right at the top of our Facebook page. If you go and click that website link, it's got direct links to all of our streaming platforms, all of our social media like Twitter and Instagram. It's even got direct links to pgl.world and even all the locations around Minnesota that you guys can go and check out Pilot Games at.
Absolutely. It's always a great time whenever we see you guys out there checking in with our social media pages. But if you just want to know what our live bingo schedule is, I'll go over it with you guys right here. We're playing this game day bingo as we do every single day from 12 all the way till 1 p.m., getting after this minor, major, and mega prize. As you can see, we got that 54 ball or less minor at 51 balls or less. That $51. We got that major prize at $1,805 you could take home in 49 balls or less, and that $24,000 mega prize you could take home in 47 balls or less. If we don't give out any of these jackpots during this 12 to 1 time, it will be growing and rolling into that 1 to 4 opportunities of game day bingo. But right at 1 p.m., breaking up that live bingo that we're here with you guys for the lunchtime, and then giving letting you guys lose for that unhosted game day bingo. Sandwiched in the middle is that lucky 4 bingo at 1 p.m. $78,717 is available on that game of Lucky 4 Bingo and is our largest jackpot available today.
Absolutely. And if it doesn't go out at that 1 p.m. time, you guys will get a second opportunity at 4 p.m. that you guys will definitely want to be getting enrolled in. At that time, you guys will be jumping into some happy hour action as well that Ian and I will be here with you guys live for. From 4 to 6, we'll be running through 23 games of Skull Bingo, where we've got that great line prize sitting at $2,250 at 10 balls or
Whew.
less. A large frame at $4,227. That can be taken home in 43 balls or less. And we've got a coverall jackpot that is officially officially grown over $30,366. That's sitting at 50 balls or less. You'll definitely want to be getting enrolled in all that great stuff happening during our happy hour.
Yeah, that line price way bigger than we normally see it grow to, as I think it normally goes out around that like $300 amount, and
Mm-hmm.
has grown all the way to $2,000, which is absolutely
Wowie.
insane. Didn't go out a single time during that happy hour action yesterday from 4 all the way till 6 p.m. But I think we have to give it out during the 4 to 6 time today, playing that awesome skull bingo.
4 to yeah, that 4 to 6 time is definitely going to be a lot of fun. Make sure you guys are coming out for that. But we do have a Tuesday night action going on tonight. So after that, you guys will be jumping into your final opportunity at Lucky Four Bingo at 6 before playing some more game day bingo all the way till only 6:40. MegaSota game night will be getting kickstarted at 6:40 p.m. tonight, like it does each and every Tuesday. Tony and Nikki get to take on over the show and give out those jackpots and PGL points. There's awesome tournament style games and even a grand finale jackpot jungle game. It's a $1 card, so in 54 balls or less, you could take home over $12,854.
It's definitely a great time. After that, you'll be finishing off your night with more game day bingo all the way till 10 p.m. We will be interrupting that normal 6 to 10 game day bingo again tomorrow night with a little Wild Wednesday action. Now, we won't be here live for that Wild Wednesday action, as we'll be traveling to go visit family for the Thanksgiving holidays. But from 7 to 9 every single Wednesday, you guys can come out and play those PGL opportunities, taking home that tournament style gaming action and huge prizes along with it. My personal favorite is the high-low game, where the best player in the state takes home a first place prize, as well as the last player in the state takes home a first place prize.
Absolutely, that is some great stuff. Make sure you guys are coming out for both specialty nights that we have MegaSota game night tonight at 6:40 and Wild Wednesday tomorrow at 7 p.m. As you guys are just about 6 balls away in this awesome round number 2, we're going to jump into our national days with you guys, and our first one is World Television Day. Every year on November 21st, World Television Day recognizes how TV plays a vital role in presenting different issues that affect people.
Very important stuff here, as the television has a lot of different uses, as you got news that keeps you up to date with the world events. You got entertainment that can maybe even kid shows that can teach lessons on how to say your
Mhm.
ABCs. I mean, Sesame Street, we got lots of different television shows that aid in a many different roles, and it's one of those things where it's an interesting role that television plays, as you don't want to overindulge in at television, even though it can have positive effects on you. As it's an interesting day.
Absolutely. But the television has just been such a big part of everybody's lives, especially in the last 2 decades.
Hmm.
And so, what would you say is your favorite thing to watch? Are you a kind of TV series kind of guy? Are you
Ooh,
like movies that you sit down and watch? Is there a
I would
specific
say
genre?
I would say for the majority of my life, I was a comedy and action movie watcher, and that was
Mhm.
pretty much. And then football was all I watched on the television.
Yeah.
Football's number one thing I've watched
Yeah.
all time. I've watched ridiculous amounts of time
Yeah.
of watching football on the television. So that's probably the thing I enjoy watching the most, and I've watched the most of. But probably, like, if you're talking about, like, TV shows, movies, I like a good action or comedy movie throughout my life, but more so now I like a good, like, thriller or something that makes you think a little
Mhm.
bit about throughout, like, who's the villain. I don't know, I like a lot of different series now.
Absolutely, yeah. Earlier in my life, I was very much a TV series kind of gal. I very much liked watching different TV shows.
um
And I feel like since then, I like a movie franchise, where there's going to be 3 or 4 movies in the installment and they're going to come out over a couple of years. Like, I much prefer following movie franchises than TV show
yes,
franchises now, I think.
I feel like you thrive in the 8 episode, one season shows that have one
Miniseries.
hour episodes for all 8 episodes. Like,
Yeah.
that's your jam right there.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely. They're super, super easy to palette, and so it's very easy to sit and watch those
and you
shows.
can watch 3 3 episodes to really get you into it. You waste away like 3 hours and you're really
Yeah.
into it. And then you don't feel rushed and you just like watch one at a time and it takes you the next 4 or 5 weeks to get
Mhm.
through the rest of the series. But it's a good, it doesn't take too long to get through it.
Yeah, I've
And
been having a really hard time sitting and watching multi-season shows.
I get that. I struggle a lot with especially the shows that I'm not caught up with or
Mhm.
anything like that. Like things that release, as they come out, I can consume a lot easier. Like if I only have to watch one season of a show, then it's easier than if I have to watch 5 seasons of a show. I
Mhm.
always am like, I'll put that on the back burner, add it to the list of, series that are on
Yes.
on the queue, and then I never end up picking it up.
Mhm.
That's how it tends to be. But I like
Yeah.
television, watched a lot. Right now, we've been on kind of a reality TV game show kick. Well, I've
Mhm.
been more on that. You always love your watching your Love Island, which I enjoy watching as well. But I've been kind of on a game show kick, watching
Yes.
different puzzle shows.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah, those are super, super fun. You've definitely been really getting into those. I have definitely shied a little bit away from TV just in general in the past year, as pretty much at this time last year, I discovered my new hobby of reading. And
Hmm.
so that kind of took off and really limited my television time. And
Yes.
like in years previous, I've definitely consumed a lot more new media than I did in this year.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's been super fun. I get to reap the benefits of the fun little game shows that you put on, and I'll
Yes.
jump in and try and solve the puzzles that they're trying to do.
And the good thing about game shows is you don't really have to know the whole story of the game show. You
And
can
plus,
just
you're
watch.
watching international ones, and so
Yeah.
like I don't know who anybody is. I don't remember anybody's name. I really don't care. And so I get to just like have fun with it.
Yeah, it's fun. I like watching ones that don't like involve all the celebrities or the
Yeah.
recycled characters that I see in
Mhm.
like every reality TV.
MTV ones.
Yeah, exactly. Like those, I'm not as big of a
See,
fan of
I was
those.
a fan of those in like middle school, early high school. And then as soon as I stopped watching MTV pretty
Uh
much,
huh.
I got out of that genre
Yeah,
entirely.
yeah. Well, happy World Television Day. Watch your favorite show
Yeah.
on today.
Whatever genre suits your fancy.
Yeah. Do you have any movies or shows you're looking forward to watching?
You know what? Really no.
No, you don't have anything that's really caught
No,
your eye
I
on
was trying
previews
to
or
think if there
anything.
was any movies coming out, but I'm sure there is a couple movies that have caught my eye, but I
Can't think of any.
can't say for certain. No, is there anything that you're really excited about?
I think I'm excited to watch the new. Isn't there a new Hunger Games movie coming out?
Yes,
Yeah,
it is out, I
that
think.
I think it just came out,
Yeah.
maybe this past weekend, or sometime this
You're
week.
excited about that?
Yeah, I'm excited to watch that. That's kind of a culmination of a long series that I've been watching since I was a child, and kind of seeing it, have another movie
I think
edition will
this
be
one's about
cool.
the very first.
Yeah, this one's about the origin story of the original President Snow.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it should be interesting to see that kind of thing.
Yeah, we do have some winners though.
We have Jewelster as well as Bing Bongs, Bing Bones. They're splitting up $16.60 on that must go prize in this game number 2 of Game Day Bingo. We'll now be getting enrolled. Well, game number 3 of Game Day Bingo. We're now getting enrolled into a game number 4 with that minor prize, clicking up from 56 to 58 balls or less, continuing to get more and more exciting as we get through these games.
Absolutely. And as we're getting into this next game, happy World Television Day. This is definitely a super fun one. Whether you guys are big fans of movies, TV shows, or anything alike, today is the day to celebrate it.
Maybe the little animated movie Inside Out, is that what
Hmm.
it's called? The second one is coming out, and I
Oh.
really enjoyed the first one. It's a cute little kids flick, and so
Hmm.
I'm not necessarily like jumping out of my seat for this movie, but it seems like one that I'm gonna watch at some point.
Very fun. Happy World Television Day.
Next up is World Hello Day. On November 21st, recognize the role communication plays for preserving peace. The day also encourages world leaders to use communication rather than force to settle conflicts.
Absolutely. I feel like communication is the key to most conflicts.
Yeah. Yeah, whether it's personal conflicts, it's group conflict within a work environment, it's countries conflicts. A lot of it can be solved just through communication and
Hmm. Even internal conflicts that you're having within yourself, just actually taking that time to sit down with somebody and talk through what you're feeling,
mhm.
it can really help you kind of actually gauge what is going on, what am I thinking, what am I feeling, and so this is definitely a really important
Oh,
one.
absolutely. And communication just plays so much of such a big role in creating bonds with different people and being able to create those bonds in short periods of time is really cool. And some of the beauty of communication and just figuring out your similarities between someone. Like I love the moments where you can where you meet someone for the first time and then you hang out for maybe 5 minutes with them and you're like, oh, this is one of my new best friends. Like this
Mhm.
person's sweet. Like it's so great when that can happen.
Absolutely. This is definitely a super fun one. And I feel like today a lot of people tend to shy away from public interactions. And so this is definitely a super important one to kind of remember that you can just simply say hello if you want to approach somebody and start a conversation. And that's completely okay to do.
Oh yeah, definitely. I remember one time I was down in Florida and I was just talking to a random guy at the bar there, and I turned to him and we're talking, and he finally tells me his name, and his name was Ian, and so same name as us. We ended up partying the rest of the night together. I didn't ever get his number, his Instagram, or anything like that, but we had an amazing time
A
and
beautiful friendship for the
and a
night.
beautiful friendship for the night, all based on the fact that we shared the same name. So it was a great time. Communication's awesome and we celebrate it on World Hello Day.
Absolutely. Next up, we have National Gingerbread Cookie Day. And National Gingerbread Cookie Day on November 21st, aka today, encourages all to grab the rolling pin and cookie cutters. The day will warm the home, and decorating will inspire us to design those tasty cookies while making amazing memories.
Absolutely tasty stuff on today. A good gingerbread cookie's always fun and 100% within season as we are getting prepped and ready for
The holiday season.
holidays. I feel like you can have a gingerbread cookie for sure for Thanksgiving as a little
Yes,
Thanksgiving treat.
my favorite gingerbread cookies all throughout growing up are the Pepperidge Farms ones. They're the
Ooh.
same brand that makes the Milano cookies,
Uh-huh.
and they come in those little white rolled bags,
Mm-hmm.
and they have these little sugar dusted gingerbread men, and they're crispy, and they are such good little crispy cookies. They are like my
Oh.
favorite version of gingerbread men ever.
Super, super tasty. Yeah, I always think about the gingerbread man from Shrek.
Oh,
Uh,
amazing, Gingy, yeah.
as he was an awesome gingerbread cookie. Trying to think, is there any other iconic gingerbread cookies out there in cinema?
Um, no, but
No.
I'm a big fan of the gingerbread house building contests
Ooh,
that
those are
happen
always
every year.
fun.
I'm a big, big fan of
My
those.
family used to religiously do those.
I wish
We
they still
Yeah,
did.
we don't do it nearly as
I
often.
bought my kit and everything, and it never happened.
It didn't happen.
I
No.
think it's still sitting in my car.
Yeah, probably, probably. But gingerbread is awesome, and it's great during the holiday season, especially during the Christmas time. I feel like
Oh,
it
yes.
gets even better. We are clicking down to the last few balls to drop in this game number 4 of Game Day Bingo, and we have that must go prize going out to Lockie over at Two Brothers Bar and Grill, taking home $19.10. Great job to you, as we now get enrolled into a game number 5 of Game Day Bingo. In this game 5, that minor prize we'll be clicking up from 58 to 60 balls or less.
Absolutely. And as we're getting enrolled in a game number 5, happy World Gingerbread Cookie Day. This is definitely an awesome one on today. Next up, we have National Red Mitten Day. And on November 21st, National Red Mitten Day represents Canadian Olympic pride.
Well, there's a lot of Canadians out there in Minnesota, so show your Olympic pride on today for the Canadians. I feel
Absolutely.
like it's a rivalry for me as I've lived in the northern part of the United States, and so you never want to lose to Canada.
Yeah, I
Well,
have a big love for Canada.
do you?
I don't know why I like hyper fixated on Canada is in my childhood, and like so when we would have to do like projects on different countries, people
Uh
would be
huh.
doing like Morocco, Egypt, and
You would do
I
Canada.
always did Canada.
That is so you just did US, but nice.
Yeah, I would do like Quebec, and I would study the French quarters, and like I thought the
Ah.
northern Canada history was super super cool, and so
Ah.
I like
That's so funny. Next up is National Stuffing Day on November 21st. It is an ideal day for National Stuffing Day, with Thanksgiving right around the corner. Since we are already thinking about the delicious turkey stuffing, that is a traditional part of Thanksgiving dinner.
I know. It is my mom's absolute favorite part of Thanksgiving,
Me too.
so much to the point where my family makes a separate tray just for her to have as leftovers. And I gotta say, it's my least favorite part.
It's my favorite part as well. It's the by
I
far the
want to
best
have
part.
your family stuffing because my family stuffing is crazy.
Yeah, no, it's very, very
And
clean cut.
that's what I couldn't get into growing up.
Yeah, I love the
I
stuffing.
was like, you don't need mushrooms and dried cranberries and walnuts all in this.
No, that's not how I have
Like
my
that's
stuffing.
insane to my think.
I don't even know what's in my parents' stuffing, but it
It's
just
literally just like
yeah,
chicken broth cooked with breadcrumbs. Bread
exactly.
cubes, I should say, and
Ex-
seasoning.
And it's delicious. It's a great
That's
time.
how most people do their stuffing. Some people can put celery, carrots, onions, the
Yeah,
the
that can
typical 3
I
that
get
go in
that.
there.
Yeah.
I've seen most people do that if they're gonna
I
do any
enjoy that stuffing as
variation,
well.
but yeah, my family just goes crazy with it, and I feel like now that I have changed my taste buds, I could have a greater appreciation for it, but growing up, it made me absolutely have a disdain for stuffing.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of food that your family makes that's very different from the rest of the people, as they just like to throw random things into stuff.
Yeah.
And then it becomes tradition for them, as then
Yeah.
they're like, I threw this one random thing, we enjoyed it, and so now it's gonna be
Now it's an every year thing.
an every year thing. Oh well, happy National Stuffing Day. Hopefully you can make your best stuffing just a few days from now for that lovely Thanksgiving.
Absolutely. Happy National Stuffing Day. Those were the last of our national days with you guys. So hopefully you guys can celebrate them wherever you guys are at and get ready for this awesome Turkey Day coming up this week. As we are moving forward, though, we're going to be jumping into some Twins news as they finish their season 87-75. And we just want to talk about how the 2024 Hall of Fame ballot has been revealed on this past Monday. There are three former Twins players among the finalists, hoping to get the call of this year. The Joe Mauer is making the first appearance on the ballot, something we knew was coming, but is still awesome to actually see. Mauer is joined by Torrey Hunter and
Bart,
Bartolo Colin as former Twins players eligible to be inducted into Cooperstown. Hunter has been on the ballot before and barely made the cut into made the cut to remain on it this year. So there's going to be interest it's going to be very interesting to see whether or not votes bounce his way. All eyes are on Mauer though, and whether he'll manage to become the third player in the baseball history to enter Hall of Fame on the first ballot while wearing a Twins cap. Players like Dave Winfield, Paul Molitor, David Ortiz, as well as Jim Thome, all got in on the first ballot but didn't enter Cooperstown as Twins players.
well, hopefully we could see Mauer do that exact thing. Before we talk more about our Twins, though, we are working on our final few balls to drop on this, and we have that jackpot going out in this game five, $141.90, going out to Jammers over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards. Great job to you, Jammers, as we now get enrolled into this game number 6, the halfway point of this game day bingo, as we got that minor prize reverting back to 52 balls or less. But that must go prize of $34.10 will be sticking around for a double must go opportunity in this game number 6.
Absolutely. But before we were talking about that great winner, we want to talk about the great ETAB game that you guys can actually go and check out to play and show your support for our Twins. We have teamed up with them for the great ETAB game Twins Win, where you guys can play anywhere you play Pilot games. You can even check out that Home Run Derby bonus round where if you pick a lucky batter, you could end up taking home some Grand Slam prizes.
Yeah, it's definitely a great time whenever you get to play that awesome Twins themed E-Tab. But we also like to play Game Day Bingo. Sometimes it's themed after our Twins, sometimes it's themed after our Vikings. Right now, it's themed after our Minnesota Wild.
Oh, yeah.
And whenever you're playing Game Day Bingo, no matter the theme, you're actually earning points towards the Game Day Bingo standings. As we start off in 10th place with those Game Day Bingo standings, Nan over at Corky's Bar South Haven has 55,000 points. With 57,000 points in ninth place, we have Player over at the Boulevard Tavern. Mad Dog over at Egan's Arms Public House sits with 58,000 points in 8th place. 60,000 points for Towley over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards. 6th place is Super D over at the Shore 96 in 6th place. 5th place is Why Not Me over at Beatles Bar and Grill with 72,000 points. With 82,000 points in 4th place, it's Mike over at the Sherwood Lounge. 1,000 point lead over Mike with 83,000 points. It's Rock Ryder over the Incline Station Bowling Center, landing himself in 3rd. Second place is Mikey Mike over the Old Piper and Blaine with 90,000 points. As our number one player has really run away with it this season, a huge lead, 207,000 points. It is Call Me Jen over at JR Mac.
I'm
Yeah,
so sorry, excuse me. Nicely done to call me Jen and the entirety of those players' standings. It is absolutely killing it for season 14. Starting off on the location side of things, in 10th place, we have Eagles Owatonna. They sit with 109,000 points on the season. Ninth place is Country Lounge. They have 124,000 points on the season. With 130,000 points in 8th place, we have Shady's Railside. While in 7th, we have Sherwood Lounge, as they have 135,000. Right ahead of them, though, with 137,000 in 6th place, we have Leo's Bar Newmarket. 5th place is the Boulevard Tavern, who has 151,000 points. While with 161,000 points in 4th place, we have the Old Piper in Blaine. 3rd place is J.R. Mack, as they have 243,000 points. While in 2nd, VFW Spring Lake Park has 273,000. First place, though, with 283,000 points on the season, we have Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards.
great job to Carboni's Pizza, CR Billiards, as well as all of those locations. Earning a lot of points while playing this game day bingo right now. We are getting balls dropping in this game number 6 of game day bingo, as we already have Nan 4 balls away. We'll see who ends up taking home these nice prizes as we are working on that double Musco of $47.90 in this great matchup. But if you're not playing this great matchup, you should check out our eTab games. We have over 70 different charitable eTab games that you can play anytime and win huge prizes up to $1,500. All games have small bets between 50 cents and $5. With awesome bonus and free play rounds in those games, we'd love for you to check them out.
Absolutely. We have some great eTab games that you guys can choose to play. One of them is called Wicked Seas, where you can go and find some buried treasure in the treasure map bonus round, or even spin the helm and try to land on some great prizes in the wheel bonus. There is a lot of fun in that awesome, awesome eTab game. Go and check out Wicked Seas wherever you guys play pilot games.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but if that doesn't sound up to your speed, we have over 70 different ones. There are such different themes to go and choose from, whether you like superheroes, zombies, or even goo monsters. There is something for everybody.
Absolutely. There's a lot of great games out there for those e-tabs. Hopefully, you guys are checking them out. But we are going to be moving on to a little bit of music history as you guys are hopefully, well, now moving on to that double Musco prize of $47 and 2 balls away. First music day in music history in 1981, Physical by Olivia Newton John hits #1 in the US. The sweaty aerobic anthem stays at the top spot for 10 weeks, making it the biggest hit of 1981.
Absolutely. That is some awesome stuff. I can't say that I am very familiar with Olivia Newton John's outside works other than Grease, but that is some awesome
Oh.
stuff. We do have a winner here, though.
Diane over at Cowboy Jack's New Brighton is taking home $47.90 on that Musco prize. Good job to Diane as we now get enrolled into this game number 7. Yeah, but yeah, Physical is one of those iconic songs I feel like in my head as like
hmm I think of a lot of other people's renditions of it, though, before I think of Olivia Newton John.
oh, okay. I don't even know who the other editions are done by. Um
I don't know either, but I don't think of her voice when I think of the song Physical.
Oh, yeah. I mostly think of other people like in my life singing it because I don't actually listen to that song. Like it's
Yeah.
more just people like go, let's get physical,
Yeah.
and doing that kind of thing instead of I don't know of people listening to the song. But it was a sweaty aerobic anthem. What are the good songs for that kind of like kind of exercising?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I just wanted to know. Like,
Anything upbeat, really. Anything that's got like a steady beat that you move to, because aerobics is like fluid movements, and so it's supposed to be in time with
mm-hmm.
whatever song you're going to. And so whatever's got a decent speed to it and a steady beat, you can do aerobics to.
You want to give a fun example?
Um, like, oh, I don't know.
Oh, I thought you'd have some just from your dance days of just
No.
random songs that you could put into this. But moving on, in 1992, this one is a great one. Adam Sandler sings the Thanksgiving song on Saturday Night Live Weekend Update.
Oh yeah, Adam Sandler, the creative genius he is.
Yeah, Thanksgiving song is one of those classics up there with Lunch Lady Land, and other great random silly songs he created.
Yeah, a lot of those missed me.
Which is so funny because you are your family in particular is a Sandler like family. You watch a lot of Adam Sandler movies and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and have somehow has missed that.
Yeah, no, I don't personally follow his comedy career. My father just made me grow up watching various movies
Every
that he
Adam
put
Sandler
in,
movie that's
that
ever
he would put
existed.
in that just, yeah.
It's
I
a,
mean, there's a ton of Adam Sandler films that I have not seen.
well, then there you got his
Like
like
you made
adult
me
career
watch.
that's like he pumped out.
I was gonna say, because like I didn't watch The Wedding Singer until you,
Yeah, but those are you're talking. Oh, the Wedding Singer. That one's a little bit older, which I'm
and
surprised
I've
that
never
you
seen.
ever
I
seen it. But
had 50 First Dates was my first time watching it with you. I
really,
told you this. There's a ton of Adam
yeah.
Sandler films I haven't seen. My dad just has like five that he.
Watches religiously.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Well, definitely a fun one.
Oh
The
yeah.
Thanksgiving song coming out on today.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm sure the his Saturday Night Live days my dad was a big fan of,
Oh,
but
probably.
yeah.
I'm sure he's a big fan of this song. If you said the song to him, he'd probably get really
Yeah.
excited about it.
Oh, I'm sure.
Well, moving on to PGL.world, as we do have a PGL night coming up tonight. And if you head on over, search that up on your Safari and sign on up at PGL.world, you become a part of the Pilot Gambling League. Those PGL players, they compete for points on our specialty nights like MegaSota Game Night as well as Wild Wednesday. They also get insider information, including a monthly newsletter that has a lot of great information in it. So sign up at PGL.world today, and we'll get you highlighted in the new member spotlight.
Absolutely. We love highlighting all the different players who go and sign up. Just recently, we've had players like Flash 1, MCJ65, NM Batch, Stewie Deuce, KDK, Tay96, Jay Kittleson, KMM 2018, Jarbode, BK Nettle, Joe, Tom 23-9, a new man 2, as well as Schiff.
Well,
Nicely done, everybody.
good job to all those players getting signed up. Can't wait to see you earning some of those PGL points on tonight, as we do have that MegaSota game night happening at 6:40 p.m. The top players, though, that have been earning those PGL points in 10th place start with Trish over at Eagles Litchfield with 892,350 points. With 832,280 points in ninth place, we have TTWL69 over at the Crooked Pint Ale House. Eighth place is Sloppy over at Malone's Bar and Grill Maple Grove with 953,690 points. With 959,910 points in seventh place is OE50 over at the Stanchion Bar. Sixth place is Rakuda over at the Alibi Gilbert with 1,034,890 points. And before I get into that top five standings for the PGL, we are going to be giving out this game day bingo win in the next few balls.
Brad over at Rooster's Barn and Grill is going to take away that awesome Musco prize. $15 going out to you. Nicely done, Brad. This has been around number 6. Make sure you guys get enrolled in around number 7 now. You definitely want to get enrolled, as we have all these great jackpots just continuing on growing.
Top five PGL players, though. Fifth place is Sherbert over the Broadway Pizza Brooklyn Park with 1,052,370 points. With 1,236,415 points in fourth place, it is Brizo over at the Underground Bar and Grill Mankato. Third place is Yak over at the Stanchion Bar in Hamel with 1,240,775 points. With 1,635,814 points in second place is Drumsky over at the Underground Bar Grill Mankato. And in first place, it is none other than Outlaw 21 over the Boulevard Bar and Grill Coon Rapids with 1,763,610 points.
Nicely done. That is some awesome stuff. And we are going to be getting into the location standings for the PGL side of things, as you guys have just about a minute 40 seconds to get enrolled in game number 7. 10th place is Malone's Bar and Grill of Maple Grove. They have 953,690 points. Ninth place is Broadway Pizza Brooklyn Park. They have 1,052,370 points. Eighth place, it's Eagles Litchfield. They have 1,154,445 points. Seventh place is O'Brien's Pub of Rice. They have 1,165,865 points on the season. Sixth place, though, it's Moe's over at Mounds View. They have 1,194,920 points. Now, ahead of them in fifth place, we have the Super Bowl of Ramsey. They have 1,485,885 points. With 1,724,460 points in fourth place, we have the Alibi of Gilbert. Third place, though, is the Boulevard Bar and Grill of Coon Rapids, as they have 1,988,995 points, just inching their way towards that 2 million point club. Well, the next location is already there because in second place, it's the Stanchion Bar of Hamel, as they have 2,200,685 points. First place, though, it is the Underground Bar and Grill of Mankato, as they have 2,872,229 points on the season so far.
Good job to the Underground Bar and Grill Mankato, earning so many points while playing that great PGL action. As we are about to get into some great game day bingo action, 56 balls or less for our minor prize of $58. We also got that major prize of $1,924, 49 balls or less, and that mega prize of $24,165 you can take home in 47 balls or less. As you guys get after it, we do have a bit of wild news as they are 5-8-4 on the season. And the Toronto Maple Leafs defeated the Minnesota Wild 4-3 in overtime at in Stockholm on Sunday. John Merrill, Jake Middleton, and Matt Zuccarello scored, and Marc-Andre Fleury only made 21 saves for the Wild, who lost 5 in a row, including a 2-1 in a shootout to the Senators on Saturday.
Yeah, not exactly what we would like to see,
No.
but we do have another game coming up this Friday, and so hopefully we can get a little bit more momentum under our belt and get a win on our record. This Friday we are going up against the Avalanche at 7:30 p.m. So definitely keep your eyes peeled for that game when they take the ice, and if you guys want to show your support, definitely go and check out the awesome ETAB game Let's Go Wild, where you guys can go and check out that slap shot bonus round as well to take home some trophy prizes.
Absolutely. It's definitely a great time playing that fun ETAB game. But if you're having a lot of fun playing one of our ETAB games, our live bingo games, or if you take home a giant jackpot, send a player picture of it. Whether it's that jackpot message next to your smiling face, you just having a good time with your friends, your favorite bartender, whatever that photo entails of you playing pilot games, we love getting them. So share those by directly messaging us on Facebook, by posting them onto any of your social media with the hashtag Pilot Games, or by emailing them to jackpots@pilotgames.com.
Absolutely. Send all those different player pictures our way. We will highlight them any way we can. We are closing in on the end of this round, though, as we just have players one ball away. We'll have to see who's going to be taking home this great prize here in this awesome round number 7.
Round number 8.
Round number 8.
Yes, already round number
Wow.
8. So getting more exciting. As in this round 8, Brad over at Rooster's Barn and Grill is taking home $17.40. Great job to you, Brad, as we now get enrolled into this round number 9 with that minor prize clicking up from 56 to 58 balls or less, getting more exciting as we continue to get through these games. As we get enrolled into this next game, we do have a bit of Vikings news. As you're rocking the Vikings hat, I'll let you take it.
Absolutely, as they are 6-5 on the season so far, and Denver got a 21-20 victory over the Minnesota Vikings on Sunday night, ending the NFL's longest winning streak at 5 games.
Dang it, but it was a good run.
Yes, it definitely was, as Dobbs threw for 221 yards and a touchdown and ran for another, but lost with the Vikings for the first time since they acquired him in the emergency trade with Arizona. Still, he has become the first quarterback in NFL history to have both a touchdown throw and a touchdown run in his first 3 games with the team.
Very impressive stuff. He has been a, lights out QB for us. I think there was a few coaching errors that happened in that game that we weren't aggressive enough in the first half to try and build that lead early on.
Mhm.
And I think that came back to haunt us. But for the majority of the
Absolutely.
game, we were leading that one. We can check in to see what the yardage was looking like in that game offensively. As I know for the majority of that game, we had dominated offensively in our statistics as we had 385 total yards. They only had 295 total yards. We almost beat them by 100 total yards. They
Mhm.
outpassed us, but only by
39.
39 yards. Where the rushing yards is where we dominated, where we had over 100 more rushing yards than them.
Yeah.
And so we just need to be a little bit better. We were better in third down efficiency. We were better in fourth down efficiency. Like we converted more fourth downs than they did. And so just all those statistics stay. We should have won that game, but turnovers, going three turnovers to Denver's zero turnovers. That's a tough game to win. And so Denver ended up sneaking that one through, but it's not a game to get down on the Vikings. A few things cleaned up, and we would have dominated that game.
Absolutely. And so hopefully we can get a win under our belt this upcoming week, as on Monday we're going to be going up against the Bears. That game is going to be happening at 7:15 for you guys on Monday night. So definitely get ready for that one. It's going to be a fun one, and you guys can show your support for our Vikings by checking out the great eTab game Vikings Victory. You guys can pick out a lucky letter in that skull bonus round to try and take home some Hail Mary prizes as well.
Oh yeah, definitely a great time, and we need to send some luck over to our Vikings so they can get back into the winning side of things,
Yes,
as they
sir.
do have the Bears, and then I think they have the Raiders after that. Two very winnable games. If we could win those two in a row, that would definitely put us into contention for making a wild card or maybe a even better appearance within the playoffs. We'll see. We'll see as the
Absolutely.
season continues. I'm excited, and you guys can send some luck to the Vikings by also playing the Vikings themed live bingo game, Skull Bingo. That gets played from 4 to 6 every single day. And me and Jordy are going to be here tonight giving out some awesome prizes. I think right now we have a line prize of over $2,000. We rarely ever see it get that large, and it's at 10 balls or less. We'll see if we can give it out during that time and also give out some great Skull Bingo points to aid towards your standings.
Absolutely. The players who have already been competing, though, because we jump into 10th place with Jake, who's playing over at Moorhead Billiards. They currently sit with 134,000 points on the season. 100 and 132,000 points on the season. The next player ahead of him has 134,000. As in ninth place, it's Barry K over at Ambiance on Albion. Eighth place, though, is Rock Rider at the Incline Station Bowling Center, as they have 140,000 points on the season. 158,000 points for seventh place, Jackie, who plays over at Outtakes. Now in sixth place, we have Allie, who plays at the Little Village Pub, as they have 169,000 points on the season. Ahead of them, though, in fifth place, we got Funk over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards, who has 174,000 points on the season. Now, ahead of them, with 204,000 points on the season in fourth place, we have Oswald playing at Friar Tuck's Pub. Third place, though, with 130, I'm sorry, with a 240,000 points, we have Fast Eddie over at Elks Lodge, Owatonna. With 339,000 points, Brother Nate at the chart house currently sits in second, and in first place with a huge lead between them, it is Call Me Jen over at JR Mac, who has 523,000 points on season 14 so far.
Good job to those Skull Bingo winners. But let's see who's our winner in this game of Game Day Bingo. Tons of players, one ball away. And we have our winner, BDRKK, over at Gordy's Place. Is taking home 26 bucks and 40 cents. Great job to you as we now get enrolled into this game number 10 of Game Day Bingo. In this game number 10, we're going to be getting after a minor prize at 60 balls or less. We gave it out at 60 balls or less just about 5 games
Oh
ago.
yeah.
And so we're hoping to be able to do that once again in this game number 10. Don't miss out. Just 2 minutes and 20 seconds to get enrolled. But Jordy had just talked about those Skull Bingo player points. So I'm going to just keep on talking and hop right into the location side of these
Keep
Skull
it
Bingo points.
rolling.
225,000 points in 10th place, MT's on 8th. Ninth place is Elks La Watana with 241,000 points. With 252,000 points in 8th place, we got the Little Village Pub. Eagles Albert Lay sits in 7th with 268,000 points. With 274,000 points in 6th place, it's Friar Tuck's Pub. 5th place is Clive's Roadhouse Burnsville with 331,000 points. With 396,000 points in 4th place, it's Outtakes. 3rd place is the Chart House with 456,000 points. As our 2nd place location is Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards with 504,000 points. But the leading location, home to our number 1 player, Call Me Jen, JR Mack. Call Me Jen has, that crazy total of 523,000. Well, J.R. Mack is in the 600,000 point club because of that with 605,000 Skull Bingo points.
Absolutely. That is some awesome stuff. Nicely done to J.R. Mack and all the entirety of those standings. Make sure you guys are coming out each and every day from 4 to 6 to try your hand at Skull Bingo.
Absolutely. Just 1 minute to get enrolled into this game of Game Day Bingo, though, as we are only going to be here with you guys for 3 more games. As you guys are getting after it, though, we do have some celebrity birthdays we want to highlight.
Absolutely. In 1920, we have Stan Musial, the American Baseball Hall of Fame outfielder. He was the 24-time MLB All Star.
What?
He won the World Series in 1942, 1944, and again in 1946. He was the NL MVP in 1943, 1946, and again in 1948. He was a 7-time NL batting champion, and he played with the St. Louis Cardinals.
Wow. Wow. 24 MLB All Stars is a ridiculous
How
number.
many seasons did he play?
It gotta be like
At least 24.
at least 24. Yeah, maybe a 30-year career.
That's
That
insane.
is crazy. Happy birthday to Musial.
Mhm.
Next up, iconic character on your guys' television as it is World Television Day. In 1942, we got Tweety Pie, Warner Brothers cartoon character created by Bob Clampetts and Fritz Freeland, Looney Tunes and Merry Melody series, first debuted in A Tale of Two Kitties.
Absolutely. This is an awesome one. I actually didn't know that the Tweety's full name was Tweety Pie.
Yeah, as it's Sweetie Pie, but they say Tweety Pie.
Later, the name Sweetie Pie was applied to the young
Oh,
pink female canary.
oh, okay. So Tweety Pie is the original, but they add in a Sweetie Pie as well.
I don't know.
I have no idea. I guess his last name is Pie. I would guess. Just we'll see. Well, happy birthday to Tweety Pie. Great character.
Absolutely. Happy birthday. Next up in 1945, we have longtime actress Goldie Hawn. She is the obviously American actress from the First Wives Club, as well as Private Benjamin. She was also in Thelma and Louise. She's iconic for her beauty mark above her lip. She's definitely got a lot of different things. She's got Death Becomes Her with Meryl Streep. Just incredible works.
Overboard with
Russell Kurt.
Russell
Oh, Kurt
Kurt Russell.
Russell.
Yeah, very very iconic
Have you seen
actress.
Overboard?
No, I have not.
Yeah, it's quite funny.
Is it? Is it
Mhm.
worth a watch?
She loses her memory and has amnesia, and he just like takes her home
Oh,
to his kids.
That's crazy. She's also in Christmas Chronicles, starting
Hmm.
with Kurt Russell once again as she plays Mrs.
Absolutely.
Claus.
Hmm.
Yeah, really fun. She did a lot of works with a bunch of big time actors and actresses as well, and yeah, iconic for being Goldie Hawn as well as being a celebrity mom, as she is mother to.
Kate Hudson.
Yeah, Kate Hudson. Cool stuff. Next up, born in, oh,
Nope.
well, actually, not next up. $31.50 is going out to BDRKK over at Gordy's Place, getting another win in this great opportunities of game day bingo. We'll now be getting enrolled into this game number 11 with that minor prize clicking up once again to 62 balls or less. We'll see if we can finally give it out at 62 balls or less. Over $130 will be available on that minor jackpot.
Absolutely. And make sure you guys get enrolled. Next up on our celebrity list in 1965, we've got Bjork, the Icelandic singer. He did Like Someone in Love.
Yeah, she was a great she is a great singer. Had a cool aesthetic to her. And yeah,
Absolutely.
somebody of big time stuff. Happy birthday. Next up, born in 1966, we got Troy Aikman, an American college pro football Hall of Fame quarterback, played for the University of Oklahoma, UCLA, was a Super Bowl winner in 1992, winning the MVP, won the Super Bowl in 93 and in 95, six-time Pro Bowler for the Dallas Cowboys, and broadcaster for Fox and ESPN Monday Night Football.
Awesome stuff. Happy birthday, Troy Aikman.
Yeah, one of the more iconic names when it comes to football in general, just because he's known not only for his
Career on the.
career, but also being a really good sportscaster as well.
Absolutely great stuff. Happy birthday.
Next up, born in 1969, we got Ken Griffey Jr., an American Baseball Hall of Fame outfielder, 13-time MLB All-Star, AL MVP in 1997, 10-time Golden Glove winner, played for the Seattle Mariners as well as the Cincinnati Reds, and part
Very
of
cool.
one of the best father-son duos to ever play in in professional sports, really, because his dad was a very great baseball player, Ken Griffey, and then Ken Griffey Jr. had obviously an amazing career himself. There's not many that have a dad that's almost, have either the son outshines the dad or this dad really outshines the son. It's never really where they both were just, Hall of Fame greats.
Absolutely awesome stuff. Happy birthday to Ken Griffey Jr. Next up in 1971, we've got Michael Strahan. He is the American Pro Football Hall of Fame defensive end. He was the seven-time Pro Bowl winner. He won the Super Bowl in 2007 with the New York Giants. He ended up being a broadcaster for Fox NFL Sunday, as well as the co-host for NBC's Good Morning America.
Yeah, very, very cool stuff. One of those cool things, one of my favorite things about Michael Strahan is that he has taken a thing that has been deemed as ugly by society and made it a brand for him, which I think is
Are you talking
so
about
cool.
his teeth?
His gap in
I
his
love it.
teeth.
I've always loved a gap in the center of your front teeth, though.
Yeah, and I think it's so cool, like, because you always, everyone will complain if they have a
Yeah.
gap in the center of their teeth, but he went out there and wore it with pride and actually made it iconic himself, and so
Hmm.
that's one of my favorite parts about Michael Strahan, outside the fact that he has the NFL sack record. Um,
Absolutely.
Next up, born in 1985, we got Carly Rae Jepsen, and a Canadian singer who did "Call Me Maybe."
I can't say if she did any other works other than that, but I definitely remember this one as this was huge.
Played all over the radio for so long.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's really all
Oh,
I
I remember
reckon.
I Really Like You. I remember that song. She says really like a whole
Oh,
bunch.
I really, 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 really like you.
Yeah,
Uh,
absolutely.
yeah, that's a
That's
good
the
one.
one.
That's a good one. I think that's a good one as well. It's a little repetitive, but
Just a smidge.
Next up, born in 1992, we got Davido, a Nigerian American singer songwriter who did "Fall."
Very cool. Happy
Yeah.
birthday. And one final celebrity birthday on today, in 2000 on today, we have Isabel May. She is the American actress. She played Katie Cooper in Alexa and Katie, and she was also Veronica Duncan in Young Sheldon.
Ah, very cool stuff. Let's find out a little bit more about what she's done, as she is more of a current actress, and so there may have been things even added to her list since then.
Oh!
She is in 1883, Run, Hide, Fight. Uh, I know her for Young Sheldon, the few episodes
Yes.
that I've watched of her in that. And she's a really good actress.
Absolutely. She's I know her from the clips I've seen of her, and I think it's Yellowstone.
Oh, is she in Yellowstone as well?
Yeah. It's really, really good.
Yeah, very, very cool stuff. Seems to be an up and coming actress that's in a lot of different roles. That seems to be. It might be from 1883, though. If you're thinking it's from Yellowstone, just because I know Tim McGraw, Sam Elliott, guys who you'd think might be in Yellowstone,
Yeah, I'm
are in
not too
the.
sure.
But great actress that
Yeah.
we should be seeing more and more of. But we did have a winner there taking home a jackpot prize, and we just totally missed it. So we're gonna be talking about that jackpot that just went out in just a second here.
Absolutely. As you guys continue to get enrolled in what will be the final game, Ian and I will be here live with you guys for. We can't wait to get enrolled in this game number 12, so make sure you guys get in as well. We're lucky enough to give away a split win jackpot. That's right. Getting to take home $89 each. We had K Nud as well over at RJ's on Fifth Ave, as well as Rupert. Rupert was playing over at the Fiesta Cancun Lindo Lakes, and that was some awesome stuff. Getting split between both those great players.
Yeah, good job to all of our winners in that great game. As we are getting enrolled into our last game of Game Day Bingo, we're going to talk about our awesome Timberwolves right now, as there are 10
Ooh.
and 2 on the season. Anthony Edwards had 23 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists. Karl Anthony Towns scored 20 points, and the Western Conference leading Minnesota Timberwolves beat the New York Knicks 117 to 110 on Monday night, showing off that incredible defense that they've been showing all year long.
Absolutely. That is some awesome
It's
stuff.
definitely been a lot of fun. Timberwolves are actually a like contender. I truly believe it, and I'm not gonna lightly. That's a heavy statement to put on them, but they are that good. They've been playing fantastic defensively. They're 10-3 over the Nuggets, Mavericks, Thunder, Kings, all those great teams that are over there in the West, and they've been playing some of the best defense in the NBA, if not the best defense in the NBA, and I could expect them to continue on that. I'm excited to see them take on another really good team, one that people will call contenders as well. 76ers tomorrow at 7 p.m.
Should be some really exciting stuff. So make sure you keep your eyes peeled for when our Timberwolves are going out there and trying to take home yet another win. We do have some movies that were released on today. Actually, quite a few that were super fun. To kickstart the list off with a bang, in 1976, we have the original Rocky.
This is one of my favorites of the series purely because I know that this was a pure passion project for Sylvester Stallone. He had been told no many times. He made it off of his own back and was able to create this really cool, iconic work that ended up, building a whole franchise series off of it. And so it's already one of the best ones, starring with Carl Weathers as
Yeah, it's one of
Apollo
my top
Creed.
3 favorite Rocky films.
It's so good. The acting isn't the best, but
Stop.
it's
It's so
just
good.
really entertaining.
It's so good.
Uh-huh.
And you get to watch him actually interact with Adrian for like the first couple times, and it's
Oh yeah.
really awesome stuff. Rocky.
And for
Next up,
some reason they have a very real feeling
the
between
whole
them.
thing feels like it was filmed in real life. Like
Yes.
it doesn't seem like a cinematic universe. It feels like it was filmed in the Bronx in the 90s.
Yeah,
Like it's great.
it's a very good work. 1976 Rocky released.
In 1997, we have the animated movie Anastasia. This was my favorite animated princess film as a child.
Yes, it's got Meg Ryan as the voice of Anastasia, John Cusack as
Dimitri
yeah, and you got Angela Lansbury, Christopher
as
Lloyd.
Rasputin.
You got Hank Azaria.
As Bartok, he plays a little bat. It's
Does
so
he?
good.
Oh,
It's
that's
so
such a
good.
good.
He's a little albino bat that is Rasputin, the evil
Uh
guy's
huh.
like little sidekick.
Oh, kind of like the parrot in Aladdin.
It's so good.
Just that whoever plays that character is a great one.
So good.
Kristen Dunst is in it as well.
She plays young Anastasia.
That's so cool. Well, definitely a fun one on today. Definitely not one of my iconic
And well, I'm
ones.
also like obsessed with the whole history of the Romanovs, and
Yes.
so like the entire it's I just love the stories of old Russia.
Oh, for sure. 2003 released on today. We got Cat in the Hat, starring Mike Myers, Spencer Breslin, Kate Preston, Dakota Fanning, Alex Baldwin, Sean Hayes, and many other big actors and actresses. 2008, Twilight was released.
Classic.
I,
Yesterday we had New Moon.
yeah, very good ones.
Absolutely. In 2007 we had Enchanted.
Ooh, another great Christmas princess flick. And in 2018, Creed 2 on the same day as Rocky.
Absolutely. But before we let you guys loose, we had Bone as well as Mish. They got to split up $56 on that great prize on that one. Make sure you guys are getting enrolled in a little Lucky 4 bingo action. Before we go off air, though, Ian has to tell you about a very important player.
Molly over at Shooters Bar and Fountain is our player spotlight as they took home $44,531 last week. And over at Shooters Bar and Fountain, whether you're winning or you're having a great time playing pilot games, you support the Fountain Firefighters Relief Association. And their mission is to raise, receive, keep, and administer all funds coming to the hands from any source for the support and relief of its members and their dependents or for any other purpose.
That is a great one. Awesome job to Molly taking home that great jackpot and supporting an amazing charity while playing. Make sure you guys stick around and get enrolled. And remember, when you play pilot games, your community wins.